Hello, I'm Arthi Pol, sitting in for Neil Cooksall.
Magandang gabi, I'm Faith Fundal, sitting in for Chris Howden. This is As It Happens. Elbows up, billions of them. Canada isn't the only country that's embraced a full-on mobilization against U.S. tariffs. India is also joining the fray. By Canadian, elbows up. Canadians across the country are quite used to the patriotic messaging that's flooded shops since the U.S. president launched a trade war with Canada. And as Donald Trump continues to roll out new tariffs, other countries have taken on similar U.S. boycotts. Now Trump has slapped a 25% tariff on Indian imports, with the threat of raising that percentage to 50% on August 28th. India's foreign ministry has called the move unfair, unjustified, and unreasonable. Ashok Kumar Mittal is a member of the Indian Parliament and has written an open letter to Trump expressing his disappointment and calling for a boycott on U.S. businesses. We reached Ashok Kumar Mittal in Jalandhar, Punjab, India.
Ashok, the U.S. president has claimed India has a, quote, dead economy. What do you say to that?
I strongly condemn this statement of President Trump. If Indian economy is dead economy, we would not have become the fourth largest economy of the world. And very soon, we are going to be the third largest economy of the world.
Now, Ashok, Donald Trump says his additional tariff is a penalty for India continuing to buy Russian oil. How does that reasoning sit with you?
How can he think if he can put these tariffs on the products exported to USA from India, we will come under pressure? India will never come under any kind of pressure by anyone. This tariff is a blow to certain products, but we will be able to bear that blow. And very strangely, USA says we are importing oil from Russia. What about USA itself? USA itself is importing uranium from Russia, palladium from Russia, chemicals from Russia, fertilizers from Russia, and so many other things. Even today, US close allies, European countries, they are importing oil also from Russia. You are not putting these kind of tariff or penalty tariff upon your allies in Europe. And you are choosing India? And you feel will come under pressure? India will never come under these kind of pressure.
In your open letter, you call on Indians to boycott U.S. businesses, writing, quote, the impact would be far more severe for the United States than for India. So do you believe enough Indians will participate in a U.S. boycott to influence trade talks?
Yes. If Indians decide to boycott, they will do it wholeheartedly. In 1905, when we were under British rule, they started ignoring Indian industries, Indian cottage industries, Indian grown products. At that time, Indians decided to boycott all products which were coming from Britain. During that boycott, all Indians burned their British clothes by putting it on the fire on the roads. Similarly, they burnt other British products. And the agitation was a grand success. And Britishers were compelled to withdraw those kind of tactics at that moment of time.
So do you think you'll see the same passion this time around? How are people in India feeling?
Yes. If Indians decide and if Mr. Trump doesn't roll out these kind of hefty tariffs, Indians may resort to all these things.
Now, here in Canada, we have a similar sort of movement too. It's called Elbows Up, but it's essentially really encouraging Canadians to buy products that are made here and avoid American products. And the movement has gotten a lot of attention from lawmakers in the United States. For example, there's one Kentucky Senator, Rand Paul. He's a Republican, and he criticized the effect the trade dispute is having on his state. He was speaking on Fox News last week. Here's what he had to say.
Well, it's fighting words when you come after Kentucky bourbon, Larry. I mean, that's just not right. And it really rankles us here in Kentucky. And it is. I mean, Canada has retaliated. Not only do they have retaliatory tariffs on bourbon, they also just, in some ways, are just mad enough to take it off the shelves. Just not a good idea. I mean, we have great trade with Canada. And to disrupt the trade with Canada and Mexico isn't good for anyone. It certainly isn't going to be good for our economy.
So the senator there essentially saying that the actions that Canadians are taking is having an impact, at least in his state. And so far, dissent like that from within Trump's own party doesn't seem to be swaying the president. So how sure are you that your country's effort to boycott might change Donald Trump's mind?
Absolutely correct. If the Donald Trump's own party senators are saying so, advising him, guiding him, Mr. President, please resist to these kind of tactics. It means the public movements are always great thing. And I appreciate that Canada is doing so. And which is compelling US senators to guide their president to think again. And similarly, if India does that, I hope good advisor of Mr. Trump will also guide him not to resort to this kind of tactics upon India.
You know, another part of all of this is the friendship between Donald Trump and Narendra Modi, and the question of whether or not that's at risk of falling apart, if it hasn't already, as a result of this dispute. Are you worried that India-US relations are being irreparably damaged right now?
We in India believe in tolerance, but our Ministry of External Affairs has already told that we will do everything to protect our national interest. Our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji has also already told in public gathering that come what may, I will protect the interest of my farmers, my citizens, my industry in India. So it's very clear for any country or for a country like India, its own national interests are primary to the leadership of our country, to the citizens of our country. India will take all possible steps to protect its interest, come what may.
And, you know, just like I'm sure you will, we will also be following to see the impact and how this story continues to develop. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you very much.
Ashok Kumar Mittal is a member of Indian Parliament with the Aam Aadmi Party. We reached him in Jalandhar, Punjab, India.